Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, we are seeing a meteoric rise in head-scratching crimes that affect a lot of people, namely violent crime, that people strangers just seem to flip their lids and just do some of the craziest stuff out here that has people just wondering why. And enter Gregory Nobles over here, 55-year-old repeat offender, violent felon at that, with a criminal history from Dallas, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy had a record for committing carnage in one day. I'm about to show you a video where all the stuff this guy did, and this happened Thursday, March 20th, which just passed. And this guy got arrested. Look at all of the stuff this guy did in one day. I want to tell you so bad, but I'm gonna let this video tell you. So go ahead and check it out and come back. This is the main reason why I say when people are deemed a public threat or public nuisance and they won't surrender peacefully, I would give people the green light to off these people right on the spot when they catch them to avoid others getting hurt. Take a look at this.
Dallas police say in a matter of hours, an armed man robbed a bank, stole or carjacked 7 vehicles, and caused chaos across multiple jurisdictions. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. We're going to show you a map of the crime spree that spanned parts of Dallas, Irving, Farmers Branch, and Coppell that ended late last night. Among the victims, a parent and their child, a school principal, and multiple other drivers and vehicle owners. Police say the man behind it all, 55-year-old Gregory Noble, is not a stranger to them. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel spent the night piecing together what happened. Casey.
Yeah, Steve, really, you can't write this any better. This hours-long crime spree spanning across at least 4 different cities. As you said, it involved 7 stolen vehicles, a bank robbery, a police chase, before it all came to an end with a police standoff in this very parking lot where we are, next to the Trinity River.
Out with your hands up. As you see, you are completely surrounded. So you can now come out the driver's side. Come out the window from the passenger side.
For more than an hour Thursday night, cops pleaded with a wanted man holed up in a wrecked stolen car in this parking lot off Singleton Boulevard.
As I was approaching the park here, a police officer actually told me to turn around and the park was closed. So I just decided to instead kind of circle Trinity Groves here, and by the time I came back around, everything was unfolding.
Jack Booker lives nearby and was taking a stroll with his dog. He then took out his phone and started rolling on all the action and posting it to social media.
I kind of wanted to see what was going to happen, right? So I had pretty good proximity, zoomed in as much as I could with my phone, and just kind of recorded.
Little did he know the alarming sequence of events which unfolded hours earlier. 55-year-old Gregory Noble's first stop was here on Dallas Parkway, where police say he stole someone's car with their handgun inside. Minutes later, and only a few miles away, cops say he robbed this PNC bank on Preston Road. From there, he drove 11 miles to the 5000 block of Lemon Avenue to this Audi dealership. Employees there tell Fox 4 the man threatened employees, stole a customer's car, and took off. He went less than a mile down Lemon to the 6100 block, where detectives say he tried to steal a third car but was unsuccessful. Up next, he drove about 4 miles to an elementary school on Webb Chapel Road. According to police, in the parking lot, he fired a gun into the air, then stole the principal's vehicle. A little more than 3 miles from that spot, he wrecked, then forced a woman and her child out of the car at gunpoint here on Rosser Road and was on the move again. This time across 635 into Farmers Branch, where police say he ditched that car and stole a 5th. But it didn't come close to stopping there. Now he was on to Coppell, where authorities say he successfully tried to steal another vehicle at gunpoint before he crashed again and took his 6th car of the day. Next, he went 13 miles south to Irving, where officials say he ditched that vehicle and stole his 7th. Officers finally caught up with him here in the 1800 block of Homeland west of downtown Dallas. While trying to pull him over, cops say he led them on a 2-mile chase down this road before finally crashing out in this parking lot off Singleton where Jack Booker was.
There's probably about 50 different cop cars here, and eventually they had to call the SWAT team in.
Finally, Gregory Noble's joyride came to an end, and he was taken into custody. He faces a slew of charges. According to investigators, he committed at least 14 violent felonies in the span of a few hours. He is no stranger to law enforcement. In fact, he has quite a lengthy rap sheet, which includes a previous conviction for a different bank robbery. Tonight, it's not clear how much dough he made away with from that PNC bank, because according to the arrest warrant affidavit, he had about $115 on him at the time he was booked. Steve?
All right, that's Casey Stegall. That was complicated, Casey. Thanks for making it clear for us. Appreciate it.
Guys, that's the story of this oxygen thief, Gregory Noble, age 55, been to jail before, and I guess he's going back to prison. Now, what do you blame on this? Bad drugs, mental illness, or just somebody that can't get right? I don't care what you call it. I'd call it showing him the flowers. This guy went and robbed somebody. Well, he robbed multiple people, multiple carjackings. If you look up here and you see that grid of how much stuff he did, that's crazy. It's crazy. It makes no sense. At 55 years old, this guy is out here doing that. I think he was probably smoking meth or something that had some type of paranoia. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like something out of GTA. Carjacking people with kids. Didn't care nothing about it. Robbed the bank. They found him. He only had $150 on him. Maybe that's what he robbed from the bank. Or hell, maybe some of these people get a gift when they get their cars back. Or when they do find their cars. But either way, man, I'm one of them people, man. You out here doing this crazy stuff. Like I say, if you change the punishment, you'll change the people. If people knew that their ass would get killed when they run off and do some crazy stuff like this, maybe it'll convince them to do otherwise. This guy right here is a nutcase. How many people you know at 55 years old still running the street doing dumb shit? I can name people right now. Still think they in their 20s, old as hell, look old because they beat up, drugs and alcohol tore them up. And they get out there and get caught up in stuff like this looking crazy. Everybody else, a common mind and common sense, scratching their head looking at them like, yeah, you done did it to yourself again. Whose fault is that? There's some people that don't belong in society. And jail is a fucking joke. Prison is a joke. Nobody's scared of it no more. So we need to change the dynamic of how it is. Whether motherfuckers got to work 12, 14 hours a day and sleep and get up and repeat it every damn day. Or something. Man, listen, it's crazy. Do you know how many lives this man affected in a negative aspect with the crimes he did? Regardless if he was on some type of drugs or he was having some type of psychosis, nobody knows why he did it. Another thing is, I think this is a black dude, he'd been dead already. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But come on, man. Come on. This don't make no sense. I'll be the first one to sign an executive order and say, hey, if you got to chase somebody all the way around and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Talking about they pleaded with him an hour to get out the car. If you know that's the guy that did all that shit, go get him out the car. Dead or alive like RoboCop, you're coming with me. I don't care if they got to blow that motherfucker up. I'd rather do that than face a lawsuit had a city get sued because they did some wrong procedure and letting these motherfuckers get back out. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these criminals, he went to jail for bank robbery before. He out. Didn't learn from it. Right back to the same thing. He robbed the person first of their vehicle and then went and robbed the bank. Then he went to 2 different dealerships and stole cars. He stole, man, I can't even remember how many carjackings he said. That got to be the damn record for one person. And then next thing you know, he's sitting in jail right now, unscathed, because they talked him out the car after he did all of this stuff to these people and affected their lives, their sense of security. That should count for something. And that's why him and those like him, I'd send them out of here one way to the bottom of the ocean, buried alive or something, because these people don't give a damn. You know, hell, turn them into clean energy. Do that water cremation. Like I said before, these motherfuckers don't learn. And it ain't up to us to teach grown-ass men how to act right, especially after they've been punished for doing crimes against society the first time and ain't learned a lesson. Done with this shit. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Every time you see somebody do some crazy miscreant bullshit where it affects the whole community or from one town to another causing problems, getting chased by police, other people pay the price of dying and getting hurt because of this person's silliness, death should be the penalty, man. Get them out of here. No legal representation, no nothing. We don't care why you did it. We just know where you're going. You can make peace with God there. See you in the next video. Take care.